Hi, my name is Mac Oppie. I'll be showing you how to sell a car retail for cash in Wayne Reeves' .NET Dealership Management System. I have a retail buyer that wants to pay cash for a car in my inventory. To perform this transaction and generate the necessary forms, I'll need to use the Wayne Reeves Sell a Vehicle Easy button. This will open my inventory list. Now I'll double-click on the car my customer wants to buy. This opens the car sales screen at the Vehicle tab. I made sure to record the mileage of the car at the end of the test drive. Now I'll enter the mileage in the system so it comes out on all the appropriate forms. That does it for the vehicle for now. So I'll continue working from left to right, top to bottom, starting on the Sales Calculation tab. The sale date defaults to today, so I don't need to change it. My customer is purchasing the vehicle with no financing, so I'll select Deal Type C for cash deal with no lien holder. The selling price is populated automatically from the vehicle inventory record. In most cases, this will not be altered before the bill of sale is presented to the customer. The sales tax is calculated based on the price. Click on the magnifying glass to the right if you want to see how the sales tax is calculated. The dealer fee represents costs and profit to the dealer for items such as inspecting, cleaning, and adjusting vehicles and preparing documents related to the sale. The title fee is populated automatically from the car company setup. Check your state laws to be sure you are charging the correct rate for the title fee. The tag fee is populated automatically from the car company setup. Check your state laws to be sure you are charging the correct rate for the tag fee. The cash due down is the out-the-door price of the car. This field cannot be edited directly. Any deposits already collected will be specified to the right of this field. If my customer has a vehicle to offer as a trade-in, click the magnifying glass beside the trade-in field and complete the form. Check back for a video detailing the Manage Trade-in screen. Certainly a cash customer will try to negotiate on the price, usually after the bill of sale has been printed and presented. This is why we developed the out-the-door cash price calculator. You can find this behind the Special Finance button. Wayne Reeves has 5 calculators for use in calculating a deal, but only the out-the-door cash price calculator is usable with a cash deal. So clicking the Special Finance button in a cash deal will directly open the out-the-door cash price calculator. My customer has asked me, "Can you get me out the door for $9,200? This seems like a reasonable offer, so I'll enter it in the cash offer. The calculation will be incorrect if it is done before any trade-ins or add-ons, such as warranties or insurance, are included in the deal. Notice that the trade-in allowance and amount owed on trade-in are listed. When the Calculate button is clicked, Wayne Reeves will reverse calculate the deal in order to get the specified out-the-door cash price. The real power of this calculator is in adjusting the difference in sales taxes. If you find the new numbers acceptable, click on the Accept Cash Offer button, and the newly calculated numbers will replace the old numbers on the deal. Otherwise, click on the Reject Cash Offer button, and the original numbers will be kept on the deal. Selecting either of these buttons will close the out-the-door cash price screen. In this case, these numbers work, so I'll accept the deal. The deal will now change to a cash deal with these numbers. Now that the cash deal is structured, we'll continue from left to right, moving to the Customer tab. The first thing to do on the Customer tab is select the salesman. I'll select the salesman from the drop-down list, me. If the customer is a business, select Check if this is a business, and the form will change to a business customer entry form. I can add a new customer if needed. However, I've done business with Wendell Ottery before, so I'll just type in his social security number and hit the Tab key. Because the database recognized the social security number, the customer has prior deal screen opens. Viewing the payment history may be important to review if you are doing buy here pay here deals. Wendell is a past cash deal customer, so I want to use prior deal information. If your customer is new, you'll need to enter in all the relevant information. Things like the customer's name, birth date, and address are required for every deal. You should always ask for a phone number or email address just in case there are issues with the title transfer. Insurance information requirements vary from state to state. Check with your Independent Auto Dealers Association for your state's latest information requirements. Expiration dates will not be recalled from the prior deal. You will need to require your customer to show your driver's license and proof of insurance to enter those dates. If your customer has a spouse, click on the Add Spouse button and a new tab will be created for the spouse. The Add Co-Buyer and Add Co-Signer buttons work similarly. As you can see, the Spouse tab is laid out the same as the Customer tab. The most significant difference is the checkbox for Is the spouse a co-buyer? If the spouse's name needs to appear on the title, check the box. Wendell Ottery is not married, so I'll simply remove the spouse record. Anytime a spouse, co-buyer, or co-signer is removed from a deal, you will be asked to confirm the action. I am sure. This brings us back to the Customer tab. Now that the customer is entered, we'll continue from left to right, moving to the Vehicle tab. This is the last opportunity to review the vehicle's details for any errors or omissions. If you see anything that needs correcting, click on the Make Changes button and the fields will be unlocked for editing. If for whatever reason you picked the wrong vehicle or the deal just isn't going to work with the vehicle you selected, you can change the vehicle by selecting the Change Vehicle button. This will take you back to the Browse Vehicle to Sell screen. Keep in mind, if you change cars, the selling price may need to be changed on the Sales Calculation tab. If the question of repairs needs to be answered, click on the View Repairs button. If any changes need to be made, don't forget to save and exit. Once you are confident that the vehicle information is complete and correct, continue again from left to right. This brings us to the Credit App tab. For a cash deal, a credit application is generally not required aside from show me the money. Let's skip over this for now. Look for future videos covering buy here, pay here, and outside finance deals where we will cover the Credit App in detail. Skipping over the Credit App tab, we'll continue again from left to right. This brings us to the Print Forms tab. The Print Forms tab is where we complete the deal, or book it. Once a retail deal is booked, it will be locked for editing, except for the customer's contact information and the ACV of the trade-in. So I want to point out that a deal can be saved as pending at any time. As long as the deal is saved as pending, you can come back to it and anything about the deal can be changed. Because this is such an important function, the Save Book Deal button can be controlled with user permissions. There are 3 more things that must be done before we book a cash deal. Number 1, the forms must be printed and signed. If we offer integration to your state's temp tag system, printing of temp tags are included in this step. Number 2, any commissions must be assigned and calculated. Number 3, the payment must be received from the customer. Show me the money! Let's dig into the first of these 3 steps, printing the forms. This is behind the Print Forms button with the pretty picture of the printer. When you are ready to print the forms, in most cases just click the Print All Selected Forms button and all of the checked forms will come rolling out of your printer. If you are dealing with your customer over a long distance, like an eBay Motors sale, check the View Forms Before Printing checkbox and all of the selected forms will be generated in a single PDF document instead of on paper. This makes it really easy to email the documents to your customer. Occasionally you will need to print just one of the documents from the list. For example, the privacy statement. Select the privacy statement. Then select the Print Highlighted button and just the privacy statement will be printed. The number of copies to print specified will be generated. So if you want to change the number of copies to print, double-click on the number and change it to 1 or 13 or whatever you want. If Wendell insists you fix something on the car before he takes delivery of the car, you can generate a WIO document. If you need additional forms for whatever reason, click on Show All Forms and you'll see all the forms available in Wayne Reeves software. When you are done printing, in most cases you are not necessarily ready to complete the deal. So in most cases when you are done printing, use the red Exit button. We are planning future videos covering TempTag integrations and the Commissions module. Stay tuned for updates. Before we process the payment from Wendell Lottery, let's take a look at the last tab, the Deal Recap. The Deal Recap is your virtual wash sheet. At a glance, you can see that it lists what we sold the vehicle for at the line item, what the vehicle cost us at the line item, and what we made in profit at the line item. The total profit on this deal is $2,393.40. You can print the wash sheet from here. We are now ready to take the payment from Wendell Lottery and deliver the car. Let's go back to the Print Forms tab. The last step is taking the payment from the customer. Once we are certain that the information in the deal is complete and correct, we can complete or book the deal. There are several payment types that Wayne Reeves can process. We group them according to how the IRS classifies the payments, cash and non-cash. We can even process split payments. Wendell Lottery hands me a stack of greenbacks as payment. This is clearly a cash deal. No counterfeit bills here, so I'll click the Save button. Great! I can now record retail cash sale transactions quickly and easily. Thank you for choosing Wayne Reeves software. It's so easy, and sell lots of cars.